West Side Story, White Christmas, and the Blue Man Group is just a small sampling of what is headed to ASU Gammage in their upcoming Broadway season. Throw in special engagements like Wicked and a Beatles tribute to just wow theatergoers here in the Valley. Collins Rogansack from ASU Gammage. She is back with a look at the new Broadway season. Sounds exciting. Sounds
so fantastic.
Very up and fun.
Well, while you may fly over to London to go to the West End, we've brought Broadway to your backyard.
Yeah, you guys are looking after us.
Just rock. It's a rocking season. And as you said, we've had a number of things. We start out with West Side Story, that classic, wonderful musical, which was directed by Arthur Laurent. The first one, at 92 years of age, he directed it again, and the cast is lovely, young, vivacious, great dancers, and absolutely Tony-worthy, and we will know every song from I Love to Be in America to I Feel Pretty. Some of the songs are actually done in Spanish, so that was a way to update it and make it more real.
I'm always amazed at the voices. Like, there's so many talented people. I always think, why aren't they on American Idol singing?
Yeah, well, some of them, in fact, have been on American Idol singing and now are on Broadway.
Yes.
And then, no Broadway show season for us at ASU Gammage would be complete without something different, and that's Blue Man Group.
That is different.
And it is absolutely fabulous. This is the international version of Blue Man Group.
Didn't they start in Las Vegas?
Actually, they started in a small loft space in New York City.
Really?
And I actually know all four of the original Blue Man Group. But this is a huge show that fills Gammage stage, and we will also load it down with toilet paper, banana juice, and spraying of paint. Now, while the Blue Man Group music has been here, oh my goodness, it is an interactive wild show, and your audiences, there are people who are big Blue Man followers and people who have never been. It's sort of like being at an amusement park on full tilt on Broadway.
I bet the kids would love this.
This is family friendly from start to finish. Just amazing, amazing, amazing.
All right, so that's a little not your typical, but what about Rain?
Now, Rain is currently playing on Broadway, and as this is a Billy Elliot English theme, what could be better than that Fab Four, who really brought Britain home to us in a really great way. This show, I saw it on Broadway, and it not only takes us from I Want to Hold Your Hand to Abbey Road to Hey Jude, it also takes us through that time period, and these four guys are just amazing.
I bet there's a lot of singing in the audience on that day.
There's a lot of singing, and I have to tell you, I'm still in love with Paul after all of these years. My favorite.
That's all right. I see why. Yeah. He's got a great voice.
He's got a great voice.
What about Wicked?
As you said, something wicked this way comes.
Yeah.
Stephen Schwartz's music holds up. Everyone wants to be Elphaba, or also loves Galinda, but it is that trip down the Emerald Road that takes us down back to what happened before Dorothy landed in
That's what this is about?
That is what this is about. So you get to meet Galinda, the good witch. You get to meet Elphaba, who is the bad witch. And you get to know what they were like as kids in school, and what happened, and how they were really best friends, and what went on from there. It is just a magical ride, and is stunning audiences around the world.
It looks like a great family. I'm always thinking the family, like, what can I do?
Must-see ticket. It is the absolute must-see ticket.
All right, last but not least.
Oh, my goodness. What musical was written here in Arizona?
Would that be White Christmas?
That would be White Christmas. Do you know where it was written?
It was written right in Tempe.
It was written, right beside the Biltmore Pool.
Oh,
is where it was written.
I was just guessing.
It was just, no, that was a good guess. Irving Berlin sat beside the pool at the Biltmore and said, I have a song that will be memorable for all times. And of course it was back then. So he said, secretary, come here and get your steno pad. And he wrote White Christmas, but Snow, Snow, Snow. I mean, it is just a wonderful, wonderful musical for those of us who are a little older and remember the film. It is exactly like the film, but it takes us back to a great heyday, World War II-ish, where life was kind of simple.
Where they wore green suits.
Where they wore green suits and they wore Santa hats, and it's just a marvelous time. With every song that you can think of happens. Sisters, the two of us could sing that song.
I bet we could.
Absolutely,
I bet you
positively.
sound a little bit better than I would.
I'm not sure about that. But the season has so much more in addition to that. South Pacific, which has been running on Broadway, the Rodgers and Hammerstein South Pacific. For all of our young audiences and our young dancers, American Idiot. Green Day's American Idiot. $1 Million Quartet, that famed night. Elvis. Carly
bet
Lewis.
you could go on and on and on.
and on and on. It is an amazing season, and Stomp is coming back, and La Cage aux Folles.
Okay.
The Cagelles.
Well, I think
Absolutely
we've given
fabulous.
everybody a great reason to go to ASU Gammage, right? Season subscriptions for the upcoming season, they're going to go on sale Monday, April 18th, and begin at $114. So this is the way to ensure that you get to experience all of the amazing shows that Gammage is bringing to town. I know I'm excited. Go to asugammage.com or call 480-965-3434 for more information about buying your season subscriptions.